Hey everyone, Simon here again for the Modern Awakened Perspective, the map for your path to enlightenment. Back with my second story of the day. Before I get into it, if you haven't seen my other video, as usual, I'll say please give me a thumbs up if you like the content. Also subscribe if you haven't already. It helps more people find this channel and this kind of message down the road. Okay, the second story I have for you is about the congresswoman who's always in the news, Mrs. Green New Deal, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. As some people call her Crazy-O Cortex, because she's a little unstable, as people have noted. Not too hard to tell. She's the one who I refer to as the one who didn't know the three branches of government. That's my favorite thing to say about her. How she got elected is beyond my comprehension. That's one of the few subjects that I don't even want to tackle. How she got elected. Oh my God, what's wrong with people? Anyway, so this story that I'm going to do is not a really big, long story, but it's going to center on what she's been up to and how ridiculous she's gotten, even more absurd, since introducing the proposal of the Green New Deal. And, you know, she's the one who said that we're all going to die in 12 years if we don't do something. There's such a sense of urgency about this that everyone should just be changing everything about their entire lives to make sure that climate change doesn't get us. The great boogeyman that was once called global warming now has been downgraded to climate change, but it's still so urgent that we need to do all the things proposed in the Green New Deal, which were just absurd. You know, I've detailed that in a past video, so I won't get into all that. Let's just say that there's a lot of people who think that this was just the most ridiculous piece of legislature ever. But anyway, so what she's been up to since this proposal and all the backlash she got from that is that she has doubled, tripled, quadrupled down with the insanity. So I didn't make a story about this, even though I thought it was interesting. A few days ago, she came out and said that it was she was wanting to control people's intake of hamburgers because we're eating so many hamburgers that was going to cause climate change to be even worse and happen faster. That, you know, we can help by stop eating as many hamburgers. I guess the cow farts and the methane gas from the cow farts is just so bad and causing so much damage that maybe we can help save ourselves and save the entire human race if we ate a little less hamburgers. So that's one of the things she's been in the news for recently. But what made me, prompted me, I guess you'd say, to make this video. I get tired of making videos on her insanity, honestly. But what she said, I guess within the last day or two, was that people need to stop having children because of climate change and because it just wouldn't be morally right for us to bring children into the world knowing all the troubles they'll face because of climate change and this and that. So again, if you've seen my videos, I've addressed climate change in a couple of them, and that's really kind of a hoax. It's all about the money. It's all about the carbon tax and this and that. So in reality, I always suggest people do research into what's called the grand solar minimum, which is really the type of climate change that we're heading into. So honestly, I think we need to be prepared for that more so than you know, the depletion of the ozone and the greenhouse gases and all that shit. And basically, we need to eliminate airplane travel and rebuild every building, you know, according to the Green New Deal. But, you know, I always like to give my little slant on this of why some of these stories are so pathetic. So she made this comment about, preventing us from having children, or it would be morally irresponsible for us to keep having children, during a live broadcast, either on Instagram or Facebook or one of those things. I didn't watch it. I don't follow her other than when she sticks her foot in her mouth. But she basically, on a live video while she was in her kitchen cooking, made this statement. But what I found interesting was the comments that people made that despite the sense of urgency she has about this issue and how she's dedicated to saving humanity with the Green New Deal, she did not compost all of her vegetable throwaway parts, potato skins, etc., whatever parts she didn't use. So it just goes to show that she's adjusted to Washington, D.C. pretty quickly. She has completely adapted, because the message coming from there is always, do as I say, not as I do. So obviously the Green New Deal does not apply to her specifically. Again, it just goes to show that she can't be taken seriously in any way possible. Now, again, this is how I feel about it, but the comment section is open for everyone to leave their perspective in there. I'd love to see how you feel about this, but that's my take on it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.